The administrators in our district have found involvement in the NEAL rounds to be both beneficial to their schools and their own practice, as well as the practice across the district.
The NEAL experience for me has been very rewarding on many levels. The first level being that as a group, all of us, our administrators, are brought together to have a time, a space, and a place to talk about teaching and learning, to talk about instructional excellence, and to share our experiences. And so even though we went into different schools, worked with different teachers, we had a chance to come back together. And for me, the important thing in that is identifying a process that works. And as a new administrator, I was able to gain knowledge and experience from really a breadth of different people and use that in my own work and use that really early on in my own career as an administrator. And for me, it helped frame a conversation with teachers in a way that I myself may not have thought of.
Having the ability to collaborate with colleagues, including the teacher in this case, with the focus being on my practice and my questioning and my talking about how we can improve student outcomes, really is an ideal situation. It's authentic, it's anchored in the teacher effectiveness framework, it's a focus on student learning and bringing forward student evidence. But the focus really is on myself as the principal and improving my own practice. It really is a win-win-win, or as I like to call it, a learn-learn-learn. It's where students learn, where teachers learn, and administrators learn.
It's tempting to work in isolation just because of the busyness of the day, but the NEAL process allows you to work in collaboration with your peers and to challenge yourselves on how can we all improve our practice. I think that it's brought us together as a district, as a common focus on ultimately what we want, what we seek is to improve student learning. So I found it was extremely beneficial, and I would certainly recommend it to other school boards.
It's a good chance to be able to share conversations about learning and about what we can do to improve our practice as instructional leaders. Because instructional leadership, while it's talked about a lot, it's not really clear what that looks like in action and how you can use that in your practice, and what does instructional leadership really mean? What does it sound like? What does it look like? How does it actually have a direct impact on student learning? You know what, this isn't just something that's a checklist, it's something that we deeply believe in, and I think when you're having those open dialogues with staff, it develops that trust, and it's a sense of coherence in the division. It's like, you know, we're all on that same journey, we're having those same conversations, and we're all driven by the same thing, and that's to improve student learning.
How do we then move this into the next set of years, the next set of learning and guiding each other through what is a very important process in my mind, and that is, how can we be instructional leaders? How can we help our colleagues to improve their practice, to look more through a much more focused lens on helping them improve their practice, evidence of that taking place that ultimately impacts student learning. And that's really what we're all wanting and hopeful for as part of the NEAL process, that it really is impacting student learning and their growth.